Good morning, you tubadors and you tubians. It's morning coffee. Look here, I've got coffee. That means I'm uploading in the morning. The booster has worked great. Man, last night I was able to turn on TV, watch Netflix, and leave the computer on online, and just like normal. So that thing has, I've tweaked it a little bit and found the right place to put things, and it works great. It works great. It's a game changer. Beats drinking water on the morning coffee. Oh, what is today? Wednesday. They invent calendars for when you get old. Because I hardly ever looked at one when I was younger, but you got to have them now to know what day it is. But that's not good enough. You still got to look. I got to look at the computer. Sometimes it tells me which day. If you're not sure what day it is, the calendar ain't going to do you any good. That's just one of the joys. Of course, when it worked, you always knew what day it was because you knew when Friday came. Of course, in the business I worked in, it didn't matter. You worked weekends anyway. I went to a hardware store yesterday. I bought a outlet to put out on the porch. So I'm gonna try to get that installed today. Anytime I run tools outside, I don't have any outside outlets right now, so I'd have to run an extension cord inside, plug it into the wall, run it through the door. It's just a big hassle. So all I need out there is 2 outlets, and that's what I'm gonna put out. That shouldn't take very long to install that. I've already got a 30 amp breaker run to this outlet, and I'll just piggyback off of that. You can run up to 12 outlets, I believe, on a 30 amp breaker line. So I've only got the one. Well, I got 2 off that actually, but so we'll get that run. I did buy the ties to nail that cable for the booster onto the pole, but I'm gonna wait till this festival's over before I tidy everything up and get it permanent. Because it may change when everything's better, and I may want to move some things. So it's not hurting nothing hanging the way it is, so we'll leave it the way it is. If I do any filming outside today, the traffic is horrendous with this thing, and you're going to hear cars go back and forth, so I'll probably cut out this audio, put music to it to block out that sound. Especially towards the end of the day, which I probably won't be filming it anyway, but I mean, it's just constant back and forth and back and forth, because we're not used to that out here. It only happens twice a year, and you got tons of people driving in and out and in and out. But that festival begins today, and it'll be gone. Saturday night is their last show. Sunday morning everybody boogies, and then everything returns to normal. So looks like they got a pretty good turnout. That's good. I'm glad for the people that own it, because they've had a tough 2 years. They've only been able to have one festival, and that was last October. So I'm sure they need the income, and they put together a big thing every year there. They get some pretty big names in bluegrass. I like bluegrass. It's one of them genres I can listen to, but I can't sit there and listen to it all night, and that's just me. I don't have anything against it. I can go out on the porch. Maybe I'll try to get some of that on camera. I can go out on the porch and hear it. And not perfectly clear, but you can hear the instruments. You just can't really hear what they're singing a lot of time. It depends. Now in October I can hear it pretty good, because a lot of the trees the foliage is coming off. So June, don't hear too much. Now where Jeff lives, he lives right across from it. He'll probably be able to hear it clear as a bell. But he's about a quarter mile down from me. So it's a bit of a difference sound wise. Depends which way the wind's blowing. So I'll get that done today with the outlet. Who knows? I'm going to try to work on that yard some more. My back's better. When I say I hurt my back, I don't mean I'm laying on the ground moaning and groaning. It's just I got a bad back, you know. And it just, if I overdo it, it just hurts. Next morning, as long as I rested a while, next morning I'm usually fine. Now there are times I do hurt it pretty bad. That hasn't happened for a while. I've learned how to do things where, you know, I'm not putting it at risk too much. I don't work as fast as I used to. I'm very careful when I bend. Or, you know, the worst part is getting down on my hands and knees, or going down to one knee to do something. That happened at Jeff's. I went down on one knee to put a screw in, and I felt it. And that took a couple days to get over. You just got to be, you know, that's what I don't like. Anything has to do where I got to get low to the ground. Like, I'm going to have to put this outlet in today. So what I'm going to do is, when I'm wiring it up outside, I'm going to have about 5 feet of wire out there, do the work on the outlet, then pull it through on the inside, and then do that work here sitting in a chair. You know, I've got it up high enough I can do it from sitting in a chair. There's one, I mean, you live alone, you will figure out ways to do things. Heavy objects, how to move them. You will learn how to do that without putting yourself at risk. You just got to use your brain. The heavy lifting is always my biggest obstacle. You know, how am I going to get, like, before I built this bed there was a nice queen size bed in the fifth wheel, and I brought it in here. It took me forever that mattress is heavy. It took me forever to get it in here, and it's still in here. I've got it strapped to the wall in the laundry room because I can't pick it up. I don't know if I've gotten weaker or what. I'm not even going to attempt it. So I'll wait till Drew or somebody comes over, and eventually I want to put that up in the loft. So it's just me here. It's really not in my way. Just leave it where it sits. Why move it? But I am very limited on space here. I can only have so much. That's one of the reasons I built this twin bed, because it gives me more room in here than that big old double bed. And I can push this thing out of the way, no problem. So try to get some work done today. Like I say, my upload speeds are still slow, and that's going to continue, but they're good enough where I can upload a video not a whole lot longer than it took me before. So this has brought me up to the speed, a little bit slower than the speed I was at before this. All these people started coming. But it's good enough where I, you know, pretty much do normal things on it. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna get busy. It's about 5:15 in the morning, maybe a little later here. So we'll get this uploading and start doing some work. Happy trails.